All right, deep divers. This is a brand new attempt, exploration of artistry and expression. And I believe that, art is a technology, and what we do as artists is we open ourselves up as vessels for creative energy to flow through us. And where we're creating from is what we create. And so I want to start creating from a place of full trust, and all of the things that I've been learning and researching around various topics. I want to just open myself up to let that art fly, to let it be created for you. And today's episode is actually going to be me just dropping into some poetry. Not pre-written. This is a freestyle. And see what comes out. Take a nice deep inhale with me. And exhale. Dear Spirit, this is a poetic prayer. I hope that you're there. I hope that you care. All those books tell me that you do, but sometimes I feel like that's not true. I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I'm picking up that cosmic phone and there's no one on the other end. And I keep bending, but I feel like I'm going to break. I feel like it takes every aspect of my being to be seen by the people that I'm most trying to help. It's like I've felt so deeply that I'm here for a big purpose, and I wonder sometimes if it's worth it, because I receive all of these comments and messages from people who have judged me for the life that I lead, which has been something of a need for me to impress them. And I don't know if I'm getting the best them or the worst them, but I know that I can't coerce them into loving me. And so lovingly, I say, blessings, peace be with you. You don't have to like what I do. You don't have to like who I be, but can you treat me respectfully? What makes you think that I don't have the feelings when you shout at me across the screen, digitally insulting another human being? Hurt people, and yet how do we stop that process? What is it that we need to do to undo all of the hurt? Seems like so much work. It seems like if we've been on this planet for 1 million years, is it going to take 1 million more to even the score, to balance out the shadow and the light? Because I'm kind of tired of that fight. I don't know if I got another 1 million years in me. When we start to understand that there is a demand for love, there is a demand for compassion, there is a demand for empathy, maybe then we become more aware that we are the people who can supply it. But yet we continue to deny it. We continue to try to be something that we think will bring us happiness in the expectation that somehow along the way we'll find love. And yet all of the messages we get from above, every single time I just close my eyes and I breathe, I understand that all I need is already inside me, which means that it's already inside you, because we are just fractal mirrors of each other. You are my sister and my brother. You are my mother. You are my father. You are my son. You are my daughter. You are a piece of me. And if we can't treat the piece of me decently, then we cease to be. It's such a convoluted and complicated world that we live in, and yet underneath it all is a simple truth that I can love myself by loving you. I see myself in you. If I allow myself to be myself, then you might see that you have that permission too. If you're listening to this, then I hope that this reaches you and teaches you that all we have to do is open up. But if we don't fill our own cup, then when we open up, you find emptiness. A great abyss, a void of things that we try and avoid, that feeling that we drown out with the noise of the social media and the drugs and the sex and the violence, hoping that somehow that we can become more than the sum of our parts. But every time I break apart and I put myself back together, I realize it's still me. A reflection of divinity, that's what I hope to see. And yet somehow when I look in my reflection, the part of me that I want to avoid is back. And so what am I actually running from? You can't run from your shadow. And so maybe the part of you that doesn't like what I do is the part of me that I need to embrace. Maybe that's why I'm on this wild goose chase, because I keep running from you when I just get to say, I love you. Do you want a hug too? You want me to pat you on the head and tell you you're doing good? Because you are, because you're human. What are we doing? We're just on this giant spaceship that has no roof, spinning around the universe looking for proof of God when it's right here in each and every one of us. So I trust. I choose to trust in that belief, because when it streams through me faster than I can think the words, I know it sounds absurd to some of you, and yet I feel it's true in every fiber of my being. And so that's what I'm going to lean into. And I hope that more powerful than the words that I wrote, the words that I've just expressed right now, somehow get to you, like really get to you. That's my prayer. So Spirit, I hope that you are there to let them know that I really do care. That is my prayer.